Hello, students of class 7th. Welcome again. So, today we are going to learn a new chapter, that is phrasal verbs, which is going to come in your UT syllabus, first UT, and which is prepared by your English teacher, Miss Roma Priya. Now, what are phrasal verbs? Phrasal verb is a verb that is made up of a main verb together with an adverb or a preposition or both. So here what is a phrasal verb? It is made up of first the main verb, then adverb and preposition, then both. Okay, the bold letters you have to remember. Typically their meaning is not obvious from the meanings of the individual words themselves. So here are some examples. My car broke down on the motorway. Here broke down is a phrasal verb. Why? Because broke is verb and down is adverb, and it is made from the combination of verb and adverb. Then the next example, please look after the children. Here you see look after. Look is verb, after is preposition. So it is made from the combination of verb and preposition. Next, I can't put up with him. He is always complaining. Now look here, children. Put is what? Verb. Up, adverb with preposition. So here what are the combination? Verb, adverb, preposition. So it defines its definition, isn't it? The definition what I told you here on the top about the phrasal verbs. All right, so you can also say then that phrasal verbs are phrases that indicates actions, and they are generally used in spoken English and in informal text. Actually, these phrasal verbs are mostly used in spoken English and in informal text. Examples I have just told you. All right, more examples are there. You can go and search in the net, you will get to know, but I will give you in the further, I will show you from the your English grammar book only. I have the clips and I will be showing you in the slides, in the coming slides. Okay, and sometimes it is difficult to understand the meaning of a phrasal verbs. So what you have to do, you have to use a dictionary. You have to use the dictionary while you have to understand the phrasal verbs. Okay, so while you are learning this phrasal verbs, you should always have your dictionary with you. All right, now why are phrasal verbs important? Phrasal verbs are very common. They appear in all areas of English, from business English and academic English right the way through to informal spoken English. As I said you before, all right, it is mostly used in spoken English and informal text. Using phrasal verbs correctly makes your English sound natural and fluent, and they occur so frequently in English that students need to master them if they are ever going to progress. So children, why it is important to learn this phrasal verbs? Because it makes your English language, especially the spoken English, fluent and natural, and if you want to progress in this English language, you have to know this phrasal verbs and their meanings. That's why this phrasal verb is important. Did you understand why it is important? Now, some phrasal verbs have a literal meaning and they can easily be understood. See, some phrasal verbs can easily be understood from because they have literal meanings. All right. For example, looked outside. This is also the combination of verb and outside is adverb, isn't it? Yes. So looked outside, you can understand, है ना? So she was walking across. Now walking across is also a phrasal verb, but you can understand what do you mean by walking across, isn't it? But some phrasal verbs is difficult to understand because it has idiomatic meaning. Okay. Now, some phrasal verbs common in use. Now, this is a clip I have given you from your English grammar book. If you want, you can take the screenshot of this slide and you have to learn this phrasal verbs. See, the phrasal verbs are it is given in a column: phrasal verbs, meaning, and then example. If you want, you can take this screenshot some more phrasal verbs. I will read it to you. Pass away, to die, break up, to end a relationship with someone, eat out, to go to a restaurant for lunch or dinner, check out, to look, figure out, to find the answer, cheer up, to make someone feel happier, look after, to take care of, shut up, to be quiet, impolite, look out, to look up in order to see something dangerous, run out, to finish a supply of, check in, to register after arriving at a hotel or airport, deal with, to handle or manage a problem. Should I read this to you? Okay, I will read this also. Calm down, to get control of your emotions. Hold on, to wait. No need to write the things in bracket. Get along, to have a good relationship with someone. Give up, to stop trying. Grow up, to become an adult. Fill out, to complete by writing. Break down, to stop working. Pass out, to distribute. Work out, to exercise, to make your muscles stronger. Make up, to invent a story or game. Example, to make a story or game. Here, deal with, to handle or manage a problem. Pick up, to go somewhere, to get something. Drop off, to deliver to a place. Go on, to continue. Set on, doing, to be firmly decided to do something. Tie up, tie, tie up, to be too busy, you can write this much. Beat up, to physically hurt or assault, catch up, to reach ahead of ahead of you, to complete something, some pending work, or you can just write catch up means to complete some pending work, write this much. Cut back on, to consume less of something, cut something out, to stop doing something. Examples, you can give your own examples, or you can write the same examples as it is given here. Find out something, to learn something new or to discover something new. Do over, to do again. Go ahead, to start before something else or someone else. Go on, to happen. Count on, to depend or to rely on something or someone. Hit it off, to quickly form a good relationship with someone or somebody. Set up, to arrange or to organize. Mess up, to make a mistake. Call off, to cancel something. Take after, to resemble somebody in your family. I think something over, to spend time thinking about a problem or something. Take after, to this one I have given, isn't it? Take after and think something over, I have told. Now after that, put something off, to decide to do something later. Rip somebody off, to get money unfairly from somebody or to make somebody pay too much money. Show off, to show something you are proud of. Bring up, to mention something in a conversation. Show up, to arrive at a place. Speak up, to speak louder than usual. Work on, to make efforts to prove something, to improve something. Stand out, to be easily noticeable in your surrounding. Now here children, this is the exercises. You have to choose the correct option. A dash verb is an idiomatic phrase. You know very well, phrasal, isn't it? The phrasal verb may consist of verb plus preposition, verb plus adverb, or both of this. It will be both of these, isn't it? So I have told you the answer of the first one. Choose the correct option. Now here the list of some phrasal verbs. You have to find out the meanings from the dictionary and use them in sentences of your own. First you will find the meaning and then you will make the sentences using this phrasal verbs. You can see the first one, bring out. I will just tell you the answer. Bring out is to produce something. Okay. Second is call in. What will be the meaning? To get someone to come and do a job. You can write your own examples. You first try yourself, then the answers will be provided to you very soon. This is the B exercise B. Now here fill in the blanks. You have to fill in the blanks with appropriate phrasal verbs. Now see the first one. The telephone system has broken down. Carry on with your work while I am away. Parents are always anxious for their children to get on in life. Yes, like this you will do. The next one, fourth one. Likewise you will do the others also. I will move ahead. See children, I think the 10th one is not clear over here in the presentation. So no problem, I will read it to you aloud and you can do this. I will read the 10th one. He worked dash the problem. The 10th one will be C 10th. Write it. He worked 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 dash the problem. He worked dash the problem. Here till 9th it is clear, but I don't know, here something happened. No problem. If you are not unable to see, you can write he worked dash the problem. The problem. Okay, this was the 10th one, and after that word game is here. You have to find 10 phrasal verbs in the word grid. Now here E and F. If you want, you can take the screenshot from the video and you have to write the verbs in the correct column. Here verbs are given over here down in the pink box, and you have to write this pink box in the correct column. All right, E part. For example, the first one will be hang up, isn't it? Then the next is pay up, yes. Then cheer up and laugh at. Laugh will be coming under at. Ask for. Okay, like this you will complete. So the next one is you have to complete the fill in the blanks with the correct phrasal verbs. You have to complete the sentence with the correct phrasal verbs. Here you can write it on your own. I can't hear you. Can you dash please? Speak up. Okay, speak up. Okay, so likewise you will do the next also. So that's it. This was the end of this chapter.